Hi everyone and welcome to episode 9 of Reigniting Your Creative Spark. And today I wanted to elaborate on the YesAnd technique. Episode 8 was all about the YesAnd technique. If you missed it and you want to get updates on this and other techniques that I'll be showing you, to show you that improv isn't just something that you use on a stage. It's actually something that's even more useful off stage. It's a very, very useful set of techniques and exercises. Pop your name and email address into the box above my head if you haven't already done so, and I can send the emails on to you directly with very practical tools and strategies to help you in day-to-day life. Great thing about improv, by the way, is when you use it on stage, you usually use it in a group. The techniques as I show you now, you can use them on your own. You can use them with groups or you can use them on your own. You have the benefit of both. Today I'm really focusing on something you can use yourself, and I personally think something like this can really be life-changing, and it's something that I've used myself very recently, and that's really made me want to share it with you all the more. And that is how to take the yes and technique. And I said about boosting positivity and positive thinking. Well, really, how does that work? So I'm giving you 3 instances in which it will work, and it will help to kind of boost your overall outlook and make you that bit more positive. And the first way is this: counting your blessings. And counting your blessings using the yes and technique. So starting with something, no matter how small, that you can say, yes, this is good in my life. For example, I have a roof over my head, and most people watching this, if not everybody, can say that yes, they have a roof over your head. Whether you've rented it, whether you're staying somewhere temporarily, it's still shelter. So you start from there and you build and build and build. So I'm going to take three or four instances and build them on top of each other. So starting off with, I have a roof over my head. That is a blessing. Yes, and I have food in my belly. Yes, and I have family around me. Yes, and I have people in my life who care about me. Yes, and I have mobility of some sort. Yes, and I got to experience some really nice weather today. I'm posting this in the start of April 2014, where we've had a full day of sunshine in Ireland, which is almost miraculous. So anyway, what I've just done there is taken things that maybe day to day I could overlook and layered them together to really make myself aware of what I have, as opposed to, because I can get bad days too, rather than getting stuck into the badness and looking at everything that's going wrong. YesAnd helps you build up a case for what's going right and helps you to change your mood. And you're more likely to do something about your situation if you're in a more energized mood. So that's the first way YesAnd will help. The second is to solve problems. So again, this is looking at taking the focus away from what's going wrong and looking at what's going right. Okay, so I'm going to take an example. So, like last week, we took a punctured tire. So this week, we're going to look at a smashed iPhone screen. Why? Because about 10 minutes before I shot this, yours truly broke her 3rd iPhone screen. I'm keeping somebody in business in the country. Actually, let's start there. I've broken my iPhone screen. Yes, and now somebody gets to do an extra bit of business and grow their business because I'll be looking for a screen from them. Yes, and my husband and I have something to talk about as he berates me for fixing or breaking my screen again, and he is to fix it. Yes, and it gives me an opportunity to use another device in the house and improve my practically non-existent technology skills. Yes, and it also gives me an opportunity to see whether the features on a different device are better than the one I'm using at the moment. So it's taking a challenge or a problem, which is very real for me because I literally, and I'm going to reach over here and show you, have a smashed iPhone screen. So it's taking that and looking at the opportunity in that. Then thirdly, it's coming up with ideas. Now, the third solution I've actually seen in practice in business workshops, but this doesn't necessarily have to be a business solution. If you're in a classroom, it's great for getting your students to generate ideas. Or if you're just looking to do something at home to come up with new ideas, this is the one for you. So I'll demonstrate this as well. So the YesAnd for generating ideas. I think I'm going to think of something new to do with my evenings. Yes, and I'm going to go online and see what's out there at the moment. Yes, and as well as doing that, I'm going to ring up a few friends and see if they have any suggestions. Yes, and while I'm at it, I'm going to check the paper, because if somebody's building a new class or a new group, they're probably going to advertise it. Yes, and I'm going to make a list of what's out there and have a think about it. Yes, and I'm going to try a few of these things out. So when you're looking at a generating idea exercise, it's literally pulling out the strands. Okay, let's take the block idea of finding something interesting to do and pulling strands out left, right and centre. As you see, I'm pulling my iPhone as I'm talking to you about it. It's looking at, okay, what is in this idea or opportunity I have here? So a hobby then becomes a list of ideas, a list of specific things that you can do. So it takes something from a big block idea into specific action plans. So there's the video for today. It's looking at 3 practical tips in terms of how to use the YesAnd technique. So to recap, positive thinking, solving problems and generating new ideas. I'd love to hear from you about how you actually carry out this technique. Please feel free to post on the Creative Institute Facebook page and give me your feedback, or email me at tracy@thecreativeinstitute.ie. And if you'd like to receive more tips like this, because I'm going to be taking other improv exercises and showing how you, having never used improvisation before, can use these in your everyday activities, pop your name and email address into the box above my head and I'd be happy to share those techniques with you. So until then, we're boldly going where no man has gone before, into double digits, episode 10. I hope you have a great week. Bye.